united as one. Degens united to all rock the bookies. Not financial advice, but you can follow me. I got a straight bet, parlay, and a lottery. I'll never be in debt, I'm passing unless it's quality. But I'm fucking any bookie up, cause I'm all about equality. Do it raw, we don't let them wear a blindfold. No pause, we just fuck them in they eye hole. KBO, NPB, we always get the sweep. Don't forget to tell the picks right before you go to sleep. Waking up to green, ain't no better feeling than that. Population got your bankroll fat. Went from digging in the crates to looking up the stats. Now bookies crashing now when the Degens stack. Degens united as one. Degens united as one. Degens united as one. Degens united to all rock the bookies. I'm a Degen. We from Degens. You a Degen. You a Degen. I'm a Degen. We from Degens, and we should be friends. You a Degen. I'm a Degen. We from Degens. You a Degen. You a Degen. I'm a Degen. We from Degens, and we should be friends.
What up?
Well, hello. What are you looking at there?
I was gonna find some MLB plays at this MLB travel day. It's like all day games, man. And there's no NPB, so
All right. Well, I know a lot of people like MLB, so it's a good day to look at the model. Let's do it.
yeah, let's do it, man. I'll show you. I wanted to think these plays out loud with you and come up with some plays. It'll kind of show you the process I use.
Nice.
To find plays using the model, but I kind of made it so it for two types of users, right? I made it for users who just want to come in and don't have time and just snag some plays that the model suggests. You can do that. You can just go with like whatever's in the K pack. Or I also made it where people want to just like dive in and get into the nitty gritty, under the hood data, like really find plays and have the time to go through it, which I recommend if you do. So kind of made it like dual interface like that, and two different types of users. But yeah, so let's go to the dashboard. We got all our pictures loaded in. I paused all the ones that have already went. Let's click lineups and see if any new lineups came in. Okay. You'll see a green check mark with the number 9 here in this lineup column if the lineup is confirmed and loaded. And then if it's not loaded in, you'll see a little dash. So yeah, we're still waiting on quite a bit of lineups. Oh, we got the Colorado one for Freddie. That's good. We need to check the weather in that game though, because it rained out yesterday. Okay, so after you click lineups, let's run all projections. Let's say in the top pick, which is going to be like the pitcher on the slate who has like the best case stuff, and then has a decent matchup too. And then so that's going to be like the top pick it suggests. And then if you open the K pack, it's going to give you the top 3 top overs and 3 top unders, and then the DDOD pitcher that it thinks is going to get shelled the hardest.
What does that stand for?
It says it right here. It's hard to read. It says deep dicking of the day.
Oh, wow.
So
okay, so you keep it 18 and over. Okay.
So this gives you the rundown. Let's look at projected strikeouts versus the Vegas line. It gives you projected fantasy, projected walks, projected first inning pitches, the 3 submodels that it uses, its individual projections, and then the conviction. This is kind of key. So like it uses 3 submodels to get its projection, right? And each submodel is going to have a different projection, the way it calculates and does its prediction. But when the conviction is telling you when it's high, that means all 3 submodels agree and they're really close on their projection. And I've been tracking that, and it's usually pretty good indicator that you could trust that line that it's providing you. Moderate, it's just like it's close, right? But maybe there's just one submodel that's not agreeing, and now you see the logistics submodels at 5.88 for Skeens, The other two, the light GBM and the Hassan, are around 6.29, 6.48. Yeah, so that's kind of key, looking at stuff like that. But let's click on real quick. I want to click on. You can go through this list, and if you actually click on the name, it'll take you to like all their details. I did not want to go to him. So if you want to go back, click this table button right here. I'll take you right back up. I want to look at Noah Schultz. I'm interested in him. Any pitcher against the Angels here. Okay, so this chart is showing you, this is not their actual like raw K percentage. This is the model's derived K percentage, the odds that they think the batter is going to strike out to the starting pitcher. Okay, so if you want the actual strikeout percentage, it's over here underneath the batter's name. So like Trout's 28.1%, and then it shows their strikeout rate percentage versus the hand of the pitcher that day. So Schultz is a lefty, so it shows what they strike out to versus lefties. You can see a lot of the bats in this lineup strike out quite a bit to lefties. And then this is showing all the submodels, high conviction. But this is, and then there's flags here too. So these flags tell you, okay, if the pitcher's like on a short rest, if the weather's bad, the ump is not great. Any other flags or details about the pitcher. But this is I think the juice, the meat of the model is at. This is going to show you like the number of bats that chase in the lineup, the number of bats that have bad zone contact, the number of bats that have bad chase contact, and then the number of bats that whiff, that have a high whiff percentage. So they're saying, the model's saying he's a contact pitcher, but really he kind of lives outside the zone, man. Let's look. You can go to the pitcher profile. Yeah, his zone percentage is pretty low, man. But I mean, there's just not much data on him. So he's a rookie, right? This is like his fourth start. But yeah, 7 of the 9 Angels batters have poor chase contact. 5 of the 9 have bad zone contact, and then 5 of the 9 chase. So anytime you have like 5 or more tilting to one batter attribute, that's a good thing for strikeout, because this is bats that have poorer metrics for all these, right? So you want a higher number if you want the over. So I like it. I mean, I think if you take him for 4+ Ks, I think you feel pretty good about it. You just got to worry about his walk rate. If you go to this view pitch mix matchup tab, we can look at how they do against his particular pitches. So let's go to Noah. Where are you, Noah? Okay, so then I'll bring up, so here's showing the K percentage versus right-handed pitching, but then you can change the pitch type, right? So, and then it shows over on the right what kind of pitches they primarily use in their arsenal. So he's mainly using a sweeper and four seam, and then he mixes in sinker and changeup. So let's look at sweeper. He's a left-handed pitcher, so we need to change that. That should have automatically updated. So left-handed pitcher. And I'll show the whip percentage and then the K percentage versus that pitch type. So yeah, these bottom bats are going to be tough for him to get, it looks like.
And you don't think this is complicated because this is your normal thing. Most people look at this and go, oh my gosh, this is a lot.
Well, that's why I made it like, if you don't want to do this kind of stuff, you can just roll with the K-Pack plays. or you can just go here and look at the chart and say, okay, this is the projection, this is the Vegas line,
Mhm.
and just roll with that. If you don't have the time and don't want to spend into that. But off the bat, man, like Brian Wu projected for 4.7 strikeouts. I took his alt under 6.5. Oh, it starts in 2 minutes. I took his alt under 6.5 to be safe. But I think even the 5.5 is okay too. But if you want to be safe, I would do the 6.5 under, and pair that with I did Rudy Gobert for under 11.5 points alt. I didn't realize he was starting right now. What?
Oh, just Rudy. He's always the go-to, the goat, the alt under goat.
Yeah, I did. Well, I did two picks. I did that and Rudy alt under points, and then I did Ant-Man under alt PRA because I just think Spurs bounce back big way, and they'll probably sit Ant pretty fast with him dealing with that knee injury. So that's what I did. You got 1 minute if you want to enter it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it in. Ah!
Should have just went to that right away. Sorry, I thought Wu started later. I didn't know he started right now. But we can find some more. We can go look some more. Brady Singer could be another good one. So let's look at him. What time does he start? Oh, he doesn't start for another 3 hours. Okay, good. All right, let's look at his stuff. All right, so look at all these blue bars, man. The model has him not striking these guys out. Only ones of concern are Bush, Conforto, and Shaw. Is this confirmed? Oh, this is projected, so we don't have it confirmed yet. So Brady has pretty good chase contact. Looks like he doesn't have any history versus them. Okay. That's the only problem is that like 6 of the 9 in the projected lineup, Cubs have bad chase contact. And that's pretty much how he's getting his strikeouts, it seems like. What can we alt him on Underdog to? $4.5, 0.72. I mean, this is the lowest. This is the lowest we've had him. A strikeout prop. Look at his strikeouts, man. Holy shit. Has he fallen off, bro? You know what? He really won 6 innings against the Giants and had 1 strikeout.
Sounds like Ito.
Yeah, what's his strikeout percentage this year, man?
Wapo Guzman says, let's go. He says, VGJ killed my early play. And J. Cole's here. He says, let's effing go. And JM says, do you guys look at MLB batters?
Yes, we do. Thank you for bringing that up, Jim. Let's look at it. So we have this set up. You can run the batter projection. It's going to suggest the top 3 bats, but it's only going to do it for whatever lineups that are out, right? I have it set up. It's not going to give you projections on projected lineups because it's not going to waste time or mislead people. Like, it's going to say, oh, these are the best projected bats, and then like say one of the main starters is moved from like the 2-hole to like the 5-hole for whatever reason, and that's going to change the projection. So it's only going to project what lineups that are currently available. I like Moniak versus Freddie today. It liked Hicks yesterday. Hicks went crazy, had a home run. Brandon Young is pretty bad pitcher, man. Man, did he look bad his first start last game. And then I get Buxton, man. Miles, Stash, Nicholas is a shell can. So I get those three. But you can go through each bat lineup, and then it'll show the projected hits, total base, and HRR as well, and the projected Ks. So it depends on what kind of prop you're looking for. If you're looking for just guys with the highest projected hits, if you're just doing if you're stacking a bunch of 0.5 hit props, you can just focus on this column. Or if you're doing HRR, look for guys with the highest on that. In this column, it's kind of hard to see the text is small on the stream, but it shows their splits versus whatever hand the pitcher has, and then if they have history versus the pitcher, it'll show that data here too, and it takes that into account as well, the history. But it's got to be enough plate appearances to matter to be weighted into the projection. I think it's got to be more than five plate appearances versus the pitcher. Yeah, but let me see if I can zoom in for you. It'll tell you key notes on each batter, and whether that note is a positive or negative for them in this matchup. There's someone in our Discord, Trent. He's been using it to find unders, which I think is pretty smart. But the thing with that is if you're in just the fantasy sites, they only offer certain number of bats where you can take actual unders on from the lineup. But if you're in the books, then you have access to whatever batter you want and the over and under. But he's had some success with that, finding guys who are in really bad matchups, and so have a really low projection.
Is there a way to use it for the under home runs that I was saying, or is that just a waste of time at the moment?
Yeah, for sure. So if we go to the bomb detector, this is going to give you home run percentage odds for each batter. Right, so right here, it's going to tell you what kind of boost they get from the matchup, and then it's going to give you the percentage to get a home run. And usually these guys that are close to the 10% range are your power batters that have really good power metrics, ISO, lift, angle, and velo, exit velocity.
Does this incorporate the stadium as well?
Everything. Stadium,
wow.
Pitcher's hand,
sick.
Batter's hand, like how the batter does against that pitcher's hand, how the pitcher does against the batter's hand. So it has the splits for both sides. It has history versus each other, and then it counts all this metrics for each batter: their exit velocity, their barrel rate, or barrel percentage, their launch angle, their ISO, their power, and then it does it for the pitcher too, right? So the pitcher has all those metrics that they allow to batters. So what the pitcher's exit velocity allowed is to a right-hander versus left-hander, and then how much power or lift they allow, and ground ball percentage, right? Because if you have a pitcher that's a high ground ball pitcher and they're not allowing a lot of lift, then it's going to limit home run potential. So it accounts for all that. So yeah, if you're doing under home run props, you obviously don't want guys getting a big boost. And then there's actually guys that get a negative reduction based on their matchup. If
you didn't know about all that and you just were okay, let me find the best guys with the percent under, looks like what, 2-3%, 2%. Am I looking at it right, or that's the percent they're going to get the home run? So is there a way to do I know I'm throwing this out there, and at least we have a little time today, but is there a way to say every batter that's playing today type of thing, and be here's a button, here's the best here's the guys with the least amount of percentage to hit a home run on the whole slate. Or is that a game by game thing?
I can add that.
I know you can. I know. I'm not that I know you could, but I appreciate it if you did. I didn't mean to do extra work, but I was just asking.
Well, you can export this as a CSV, which is like you just open it like in a spreadsheet, and then you could probably sort then by, if you're just trying to do that, a quick way is you would just like sort by home run probability percentage here, and you would just sort from lowest to highest, and then that's probably the best way to get it, the fastest way, right? So let's just do that.
And you could do that with the starting lineups already, like whatever lineups we're in.
These are only lineups that are confirmed. These are guys.
Nice. Okay, cool. Super dope.
Bro, but those they got rid of those for a lot of books did, right?
Yeah.
I know other people were.
I only have one book I can do it on, but it's still fun to do. Never know what's going to pop up. I remember I don't know anything about it, and I was just glancing over things and finding pitchers that don't give up home runs and guys that suck against that pitcher, but this is a totally different level. I didn't lose one. I only did 7 of them, but 7-0 is something to keep looking at, so this will probably make it even crazier.
Yeah, that's probably why they're stingy on it, right?
Yes, for sure. But I mean, I'll take this one site down. Might as well.
There you go. You could just sort by the home run probability percentage. And then I think I have it set up for those who like to play bat props. If you don't want to look through all these charts, I find the charts visually easier to. I can have it color coded on a CSV too. But those who like spreadsheets, you can export it as a spreadsheet if you prefer that. I think I might already have it color coded. Let's see. Oh, I do. Okay. So yeah, if you want it like in a spreadsheet, really easy, you can do that too. You can just each slate just export it if you don't want to look at the website. That way here you could sort by highest projected hit values or highest HRR values, stuff like that, right? You get a little more flexibility to play around with. Okay. Back to here. Yeah, I think Singer's interesting, man. I want to wait on the lineup though for the Cubs. As an alt under. Because like 3.5 is the lowest line I've seen him at. It's usually 4.5 every slate. So the bookies definitely think he's going to struggle today.
3.5's crazy.
It is.
He sucks.
The thing is, like, the Cubs, like, they've been on fire, the bats, but like sometimes, I mean, they will chase, man. So they could get lucky, but like, dude, he hasn't gotten close to 5 strikeouts this season. Yeah, all these other lines are pretty tight. I'm not seeing any like unders that are popping out, man. I mean, there's a lot of trash pitchers going, but their lines are low. I mean, Nicholas, we consider him, but I doubt Underdog did even offer his alt 4.5. 0.6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to try to get at least that 7.2 is feels like minimum. If you want to do the 2-pick thing, obviously.
Right.
But I believe in the 2-pick method on Underdog for sure.
I think I think, yeah, if the Cubs lineup breaks our way, man, I think that value at 0.72 is pretty good, man. Like, if we look at, I feel like his log, man.
Oof.
1-3-2-1-3.
Are the minors in his future?
He used to be a decent K guy.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember. We'd take his alts and feel pretty good usually.
Yeah.
Back when I think it was Royal days, huh? When he was
Yeah.
on the Royals, right?
Yeah. You're right. And look, I mean, Pirates, team that chases too, and will strike out. He only had 1K in his last start versus them. Yeah, dude. I think, I mean, that 0.72 feels like pretty good value. If I want to use that as a underdog parlay.
If only I could put Chimaev with it.
I would do if you're on underdog. I mean, I like Freddie today. Oh, let's look at his lineup. The lineup's out, right? Let's look at it.
Freddie P.
Why did his line bump down to 5.5 from 6.5?
Don't know.
All right, so we have 5 lefties, 4 righties in the Rockies lineup. Freddie definitely strikes out righties at a much higher clip, 31% versus 24% versus left side of the plate. Okay, Freeman's in the lineup. That's never good. Never like him in there. And McCarthy. That sucks. Never want both Freeman and McCarthy in the lineup.
They're too good.
Because you see,
I said they're too good.
I mean, yeah, they're the lowest K bats in the Rockies lineup. Freeman striking out 11% overall, and McCarthy's at 17%. So they're usually, both of them are usually dead spots in the lineup, and it's usually one of them starting, not both. So when you have both starting, that's got to be why his K prop did it. Let me see if it actually did bump, or if underdog just always had him at 5.5. That's usually telling Simon of like the bookies, like when a lineup comes out and they adjust one way or the other, you kind of have to use that as a flag and not disregard it. Okay, so some books have moved him to 5.5. FanDuel hasn't budged though. They're keeping him at 6.5. Interesting. Okay. Then I would probably do him for 5 then. 1.63, and then if you throw in another MLB or NBA, let's get Woo at live bet 5.5, 0.78. Yeah, I think if you throw in one more solid alt under, right? But you underrated like to do the 2-pick, right? So
I do.
Like one.
I do. I think that's the best value.
Can you choose on Underdog UFC like the winner?
Mm-hmm. Minus 500. You have to verify, but minus 500 is actually a good price there. I see minus 600 everywhere. So yeah, I haven't verified my either. I don't think. So usually, if it's money lines, there are better prices on other books, but minus 500 is not bad.
Yeah.
Could add that to everything. Let's see. I'm trying to find Freddie over here on Couchy. See with what him and Chimaev together would be. I know you don't. I know you don't love that play though.
Freddie?
Yeah.
Oh, I did going into it.
Not with the lineup.
He has such good history versus them. Let's look at his history versus Action. It's not showing the history here because it's probably very limited. But let's just look on ESPN. It'll only show the history if it's like I said, 5 or more plate appearances. Oh, Woo's getting K's today.
Get out of here, Woo.
He heard me. He's been so bad lately, dude. His belows way down. Spin rate. I mean, he actually has decent. I mean, the thing is like it's limited sample size, but 5 at bats for Freeman, 2 strikeouts, 6 at bats for McCarthy, 2 strikeouts. Okay. Do we have KBO yet?
Slacking, huh?
Hey, how's it going?
Hi.
So you have to get in there.
Is KBO? They got games tonight.
Oh yeah.
Unlike
So-
NPB.
Yeah, the bells are off. Were you the one that was concerned about the repair when it's going to be done, or was there another lab
I
technician?
got to run experiments right here. Like,
Oh.
I muted him.
I don't know. I think my boss communicated.
I muted him again.
Yeah, so we'll probably be.
Quit talking, bro.
What was your name?
Josh.
Josh.
Yeah, get out of here, buddy. We got props to find.
My bad.
You're good.
Okay. Is there no KBO today either?
I don't know, man. I was just asking that before he so rudely interrupted
No,
us.
there's games.
Okay, good.
They just haven't posted the props for whatever reason. It's pretty late for them.
It is. Does Bunk Underdog steal their lines for KBO too? From Prizepicks?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. They're so bunk for this.
I don't see it anywhere.
Super weird.
But you know what? We can still load in the
Pictures and stuff?
we can still load in the pictures.
Yeah. We don't need you. Prizepicks.
See, this is without any lineups or Vegas lines entered in. So, what the hell, Curtis Taylor? But what I like about this, and this is what I want for MPB, so I want to finish building the model for the MPB, is it has like you can just all in one spot look at like, okay, this pitcher has a K percentage versus left-handed bats, 22%, but then he has a K percentage versus right-handed at 15%, and then you go down here and you can look at in the lineup how many lefties and how many righties there are that day,
dude.
and then it shows for each batter their K percentage versus the hand of the pitcher starting that night. That'll just make NPB so much easier because we don't have to look at like, oh, versus lefties as a whole
Now,
team. They're striking this clip.
Where do you pull these lineups from?
It's pulling it from the American version of my KBO, the American website.
Where do you think they'd have it for NPB?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I had when I first started building the NPB model, it was struggling to find. I mean, I got it working, but it was missing a lot of batters.
I bet our homie knows where. I bet if you hit him up, he'd tell you. I bet he knows after all these years.
Well, because his site pulls the stats.
Oh, is his site the one that you're looking at lately with the zone contact, all that stuff? That stuff's super cool. He simplifies it.
He pulls the data for sure from somewhere.
Okay, yeah. I wonder, because that would be fun for MPB. Could have our first, looks obviously before bumps and stuff, but then we can make better decisions at 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah, and it just helps. Like those ones where we're like 50-50 on, we're really unsure. Those really high lines where we like the pitcher and a good matchup, but it's just a line that I think is a little high. It's like this kind of stuff will help put it either over the edge or make it stay off of it.
I mean, this is, man, that dude who had 3 Ks against Watanabe the other day. I mean, he might have popped up there and scared us.
Yeah, you just saw like versus whatever hand Watanabe is. He had like a 40% strikeout rate. Got to flag him.
I mean, the MLB model is awesome, of course, but you get these models working, these bookies don't have this. That's a totally bigger advantage. It's like on the tackle props, live tackle props, when they were showing me each formation and each player on each play, and the bookies left the live tackles up. Like it's one of those type of things. They're not accounting for this.
Mm-hmm.
It's next level smashing right there.
Yeah, because that's the issue with the Asian ball is like a lot of their data is hard to access or find, so that you do get an edge if you find it and you can pull it. So yeah, I'll work on that. It's out there. It just we have to find a good source.
I know we get the lineups from those little sites. I forget what they're called. I always forget what they're called, but you know the ones that you check Sofa scores and all those. They're all kind of similar. There's a few of them.
Mm-hmm. But they I'm sure the lineups come out earlier in the day somewhere.
Oh, you think so? Those always pop up like a half an hour before the game usually.
I think if that's just the websites that's reporting them, just their process.
Oh man, if we could get them earlier, that'd be crazy. When did the KBO ones come? Hour?
So on my KBO website, it's at like an hour before. But when I go onto Korean websites and news sources, like outlets, like it says, oh, this team is starting this lineup today. So the lineups are being released and they're out there like earlier in the day.
Oh,
it's just like,
man. Yeah.
It's just the websites that we use to find the lineups. I think they just have a process and a method where they just do it at the same time every day. And they go and post them at that time of the day, but really they're out there much earlier. So just like how MLB is, I mean, they'll post lineups 8 hours, 6 hours in advance, right? So maybe we should have that dude. Maybe he knows a site or that Sports Nav site if they posted it earlier. That was a pretty good site, right?
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's cool that it shows the pitches when we needed it live, but I don't know if it has starting lineups early. But like you said, there got to be something out there.
Oh no, I think I asked him already, and he got back to me. Hold on, let me look. Okay, it says unlike MLB, NPB is quite late with announcing official lineups. So there you go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so it's different than KBO. It says starting lineups are only revealed 1 hour before the game. He says Sports Navi, which is this site, right? Navi is the best source. It gets it the fastest and most
Really?
accurate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know. So you could pull it from their site? Is that how that would work?
I should direct the pull API pull from here.
Oh wow.
But because if you click on the game, this is I found it. Like it would list it like this. Yep.
Now, what is that right now? That's just projected, or is that from a different game?
This is the end of March 27th.
Oh,
but I don't know if they have any of them listed.
Yeah, because nothing today. Yeah.
Here we go. Before the match. So once it's posted, it'll post down here, just like in that format you just saw. So I would have to tell it to look for that. Okay, that's easy, and that's what I do for the KBO. Model, right? This function here, that lineups. When you click that, all it's doing is pulling from my KBO. It goes and scrapes the website, and it looks for when the lineups drop right here below the pictures 1 hour before, and it just scrapes it off of that.
So sick. See, isn't it nice how AI has made life so much nicer in so many ways?
Yeah, because otherwise we'd be doing all that shit by hand.
I know, bro. And that's not the way, because it's the same with music. It's like you're spending all that time on things you could be spending time trying to find these lines. Get the data in 1 second and then make your decision, instead of sitting there wasting your time manually doing it. No more of that. No way.
Yeah, exactly. So that is next on their agenda, right? Because right now, if you go to our website and you go to our model, you'll hear right now we only have click launch MLB or launch KBO. Next on the agenda is to add the launch NPB model, which will be right here. And then that'll cover all of the models. So we'll see coming soon.
Man, that's going to be crazy.
But the nice thing about MPB too is that all their like pitch arsenal data, like what type of pitches they use and all that like advanced stuff is out there. Whereas like KBO, it's impossible to find that stuff. You got to go to like some deep Korean website and find it. It's hard to translate. So MPB, all that data is way more readily available.
Dope.
And that makes it better for the projections too. But I think more so what's going to be what we just talked about, what's going to be more advantageous with the MPB model is just seeing the lineups visually, because we know the pitchers already. We know all these guys, and like just seeing the matchup and batter by batter is gonna give us way more of an edge.
Fuck yeah,
on our,
bro. Oh my god.
Because our picks are usually spot on with MPB, so just having that, I think it's just gonna clean it up even more so, and help us maybe prevent taking unders on bunk pitchers when they have a shitty lineup one day. You know?
Yeah, man. It can only help. Now that Underdog isn't going to give away free stuff like they were last 2 years, we will have to hit them a different way.
Right.
This looks like a huge advantage, though.
Yeah, I think so. I think it'll really help us prevent taking unders, and when a pitcher has like a really shitty pitcher has a shitty lineup he's going against.
Speaking of, what did Nishino get yesterday? Fucking shit.
What did he get?
I don't know. I'm about to look. 3Ks. He would have stayed under. Tajima got 1K. He was at 4.5.
Wow. And he had Lati.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's crazy.
Then he went 6 innings and didn't even give up a run and only had 1K. Man, oh man. Amano, though, is real deal, bro. 6 innings, no runs.
Yeah, and I think he would have. I mean, he finished at like 90, 91 pitches in the 6th. I think he would have came back down the 7th if it wasn't a blowout.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good one. Ozeki got rocked. Did you see that? He gave up 8 runs and 12 hits in 5 innings. Whew.
He's done.
Unfortunately. Kona's real deal too, bro. 6 innings, only gave up 2 hits. They pulled him because they were up 8-0. He would have gone that 21.5 easy. He was at 73 pitches after 6 innings.
Blowouts have been real so far this season, man.
Yeah. There's a 10-0 game, a 10-2 game, a 12-2 game. What's going on?
Yeah. Nippon was just destroying Rack last night, bro.
Oh, yeah. The relievers came in and gave up 9 runs in the last few innings. Oh, did Bunk Ito even come back out? Probably not. Nope. 7 innings.
No.
I mean, he got his outs. It's like if he's 18.5 against a shit team again, I probably got to take his outs again. I know. We hate him, but...
Well, if he's a ground ball pitcher now.
He'll probably get 9 strikeouts next game. But yeah, that model's interesting, bro. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, that'd be super helpful, man. For sure. Just to be able to visualize
because we were
like this.
We were kind of trying to do it manually last half of the season.
Yeah,
it was kind of cool, but it was a lot of work to get it cracking, especially when it's 1 in the morning.
Okay. Oh yeah, no, this, yeah, you have to stay up an hour before, but like it's gonna auto pull 1 hour before, and you'll just have it right there.
Yeah, we'll have all the research ready. We just need to see what the lineups looks like. So.
Yeah, and it's like it'll be like a prop, like a yay or nay, like one that we're on the fence with, right? Like you're like, okay, yeah, full go, we'll play it, or nope, we're stay away.
Huge.
Yeah. All right, man, that was fun. That's 1:45 on the dot. So
nice.
I think we'll come out. I think we'll do like a tutorial video on the models too. Once we get everything finalized, just so people have like a reference back to.
Yeah. Should keep track of like some way to keep track of, like, you know, however the model looks, a certain threshold of what it picks for overs and unders and make it official, like, you know, official model plays, you know what I mean? I don't know if it's at that point yet, but that would be dope.
I mean, I do back testing every day after everything. I think it's almost at 500 pitchers lines completed so far in the season, and it's at a 64% hit rate, better than Vegas lines. So it's like,
I mean, bro, it's crazy. That's what I'm saying. If you could turn them into official plays, once the model doesn't pull certain things, because sometimes, you know, you still got to mess with things, it seems like, right? Every now and then it pulls something wrong, or it's not 100% with everything. But once you feel super comfortable with it, and you can say, okay, if this projection's over by this much, plus all the other things you just went through that make you feel solid about that certain play, and the model can you know, come with official plays without you even looking at it. One day, I think, right?
Yeah, one day. Or especially when you get deeper in the season, I think. For sure.
That's when it's crazy. That's when you just be like, here's the official plays. Boop. One button. Here's the 3 plays I got today, etc., whatever.
See, yeah. For sure. I went against the model today. I took Schultz because I like the kid. I took him to get 4 strikeouts, and he's getting his ass clapped, and the model said he was the top under of the day. Look, strong under. Oh, it's not top. It was right there with Urania, but yeah, I took the. I went against them, bro. That's what I deserve. I deserve that pain.
You always have something to go back on. If the model came through, you'd be like, hey, see, the model came through. If the model shit the bed and you came through, you'd be like, yeah, see, stupid model ain't ready yet.
Yeah, fuck you, model.
But the model is your brain, is how I always look at it. It's all the things that you put into it. So it's not like the model's the model. The model's just you with all the stats pulled in by the model, which is amazing. It's perfect. Thank you, Claude. And thank you, as Ayo would call you, Elon's robot. Elon Stanford robot. That's what's up, bro. Just keep working on it. Keep perfecting it. It's getting there. It's the amount of stuff you got put into this right now in this short amount of time you've been messing with it. It's crazy. So I haven't been writing it in the Discord enough because I've been in my own world, but damn, bro, you've been killing it.
But
I think you froze. Hello. All right. Well, on that note, we're out of here, guys.